So it's not every day that the best defenders of the American Republic are gay furry hackers. But today is that day. Today we have to thank the gay furry hackers. I'm a little late to the story, but I wanted to cover it anyway, partly because it's funny. This is from Pink News. Heritage Foundation exec rages against degenerate gay furry hackers following hack. As executive from the Heritage Foundation isn't pleased, an executive from the Heritage Foundation isn't pleased a group of gay furry hackers managed to breach the right-wing organization's databases. Hacking collective Sieged Sec claimed in a post on Telegraph that it was responsible for a cyber hack against the think tank and has secured 200 gigabytes of files, including passwords and other information on every user in its database. The attack, which the group said was part of its #OpTransRights campaign, was in opposition to Project 2025, a presidential plan which outlines Donald Trump's first 180 days in office if he was to win a second term in the November's presidential election. It focuses on a wide range of subjects, from the availability of abortion pills to Bible-based definitions of marriage and family. One of the organization's executives, who was also an executive columnist from the Daily Signal and a former Trump administration official, Michael Howell, was reportedly upset by the hack. Howell, the executive director of Heritage's oversight project, a border security initiative which attempts to counter the influence of the Communist Party of China, messaged SiegeSec member Vio in response to the attack. After declining an offer to talk with Howell over the phone, Vio said SiegeSec simply wants to shine a light on who supports the Heritage Foundation and didn't want money or fame. We're strongly against Project 2025 and everything the Heritage Foundation stands for, Vio wrote to Howell, according to Rolling Stone magazine. Howell responded by asking, "That's why you hacked us? Just for that?" He then said the organization was in the process of identifying and outing members of your group. Reputations and lives will be destroyed. Closeted furries will be presented to the world for the degenerate perverts they are. The message reads. Okay. I mean, this isn't a particularly substantive story, but I do appreciate the tenacity of these gay furry hackers to shed light on the dangers of Project 2025. Now, I mean, if you ask some people, some people would say, well, they're not going to, even Trump, if he gets elected, isn't going to implement the entirety of 2025. Others think, no, it's all on board for complete implementation, and it will be the end of democracy. You can make up your own mind on that. I do think it's deeply concerning, though, Project 2025, and even if a quarter of it's implemented or half of it's implemented, then we will see a rapid deterioration of our democratic institutions and culture. So I appreciate this stunt for the publicity it gives to Project 2025, because I think it is something we should be talking about endlessly. Something I should be talking about more, to be honest. Because I think we need to realize that these people want Christian fascism. These people, the Heritage Foundation, these Trump people, they want to take away whatever progress we've made for the past 100 years or so. They want to move behind even like Enlightenment values and return to a more medieval way of doing things. So it is important to get that information out there. Now, it's probably not the most effective. Hacking is probably not the most effective political strategy, nor am I advocating hacking. I suspect some of these people will probably end up in prison, which is unfortunate for them. But I mean, people do need to be blowing the whistle on this. And now it's funny that gay furry hackers were the ones doing it. That's an added bit of that adds salt to the wound. These intellectuals, the Heritage Foundation, are these pseudo intellectuals that the Heritage Foundation are facing. But not only have they been hacked, but they were hacked by people who they decree as subhuman. They were bettered by people that they despise. And there's a good bit of Schadenfreude in that's actually quite funny. For all their bigotry, for all their talk of Christian Western values, they were embarrassed by a bunch of furries. And I take pleasure in that embarrassment. Yeah, I'm not above laughing when my enemy is when the emperor has no clothes, when my enemy is put in a tough spot, shall we say. So yeah, gay furry hackers are American heroes. And yeah, get the message out there about the how dangerous Project 2025 actually is.